And before I start, I do apologize for all of the figures and garbage in the background, like all these little parts. I did just finish taking apart my Battle on Tatooine MOC. Took that down a few hours ago. That's pretty much how I built this thing. A lot of the parts I used were used in this. A lot of it's recycled. But so yeah, like I said, this is not the final product at all. I'm probably gonna finish it by either tomorrow or the next day. There's a lot of work I want to redo on the walls. I really want to clean them up. So yeah, so the figures I have so far on are just Darth Vader, a Commander, and then 2 of the classic Stormtroopers. I like these guys better. I'm not a big fan of the new guys. Honestly, I could really care less, but my favorite type is probably the 2016 version. I do like these guys, I had a lot of them laying around, so I just use them. Yes, those are 4 figures. Those don't really matter though, because they're not even final. I might switch the figures up. But yes, so here it is, the Death Star hallway. Many people, I put an Instagram poll on my story asking what you thought it was. Most people guessed the Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader battle. That was a pretty good guess. I can see where they got that from, but no, it was just a plain old Death Star hallway. So yeah, first I'm going to show you under the floorboards. Now, I don't know why I'm going to do this, but I feel like a lot of people starting out building MOCs are always like, what do you use to build under your MOCs? Now, I do know a lot of people do use Duplo blocks. I'm not against that. I have Duplo blocks downstairs. I feel like it'd be really weird to cross mix them. So I usually stay away from that. But, yeah, if I take this part, it's going to do some damage. So, actually, we can just remove this wall very easily. I'm just going to place that back there. So, this is not intentional for me to take this part like this, but I do want to show you guys what it looks like under. So that's what it looks like under. It's just tons of blue blocks. Every single block down there is blue. My number 1 tip for building MOCs, if you're going to do layers, is always use discolored pieces. Never, if you're going to build a gray MOC like this, never use the actual gray bricks. Save all the bricks you can for the actual build, and just use blue bricks or white bricks or green bricks or orange bricks or red bricks. Bricks that you're not going to use in the MOC, definitely. And you can spare them, and you won't need to use them at all. So that's a tip I definitely recommend. It saves you a ton of bricks. Don't use bricks you need to just fill in open space in the middle of the MOC. Always just use discolored pieces. And I'm not the professional MOC builder exactly. I am working on my skills, but that is a tip I've seen from many people, and I've learned from myself. I've made that mistake many times of using pieces that I need to just fill in dead space, and it's really hasn't been helpful at all. So that is the under floorboard, and now I do want to go over the wall. I'm very proud of this wall. Actually, I think I'll do that last, because that's probably the way we were wondering about how I made that. But yeah, so with this idea, I wanted to make a Death Star room, and I didn't know what. I just sort of started building, and I really just came up with this, and I really liked it. I thought it was good. I've seen a lot of people do MOCs like this where it's a Death Star room, and I think it turned out really well. And so yeah, so we're gonna go to the doorway first. Now the doorway is 2 pillars. These aren't mini blocks. These are 2 pillars, and then there's 1 block like these on each side. That's because I wanted to raise the door, because if I had it down a stud, figures, I don't think it wouldn't be able to fit in there. So of course it was just, oh sorry, I yawned. It was just, it worked. I didn't want to have it really crammed space. I want to have open nice space that you could just, really get a feel for the surroundings, and it worked out well. And you see to the side we have the gray bling with just these random blocks, make it look all technical. You got a lot of the red little dots around here for evil Sith. I did use a lot of these pieces. You can see in the back if you looked up here. I used a lot of these pieces. I do like that look. I think it really fits with the Death Star. And then I really wanted to use this pole in here. I think the poles like this on the hooks really add just a cool look to it. I think I'll actually raise that up right now to make it look like a pipeline or something. But yeah, I might really have a pipeline running up and around here. I think that'd be a really cool idea. I might do that. And another thing I want to do is definitely make it gray. I want to make this above gray. I put this thing. I don't know why I said thing. I put this colored tile down here instead of the light gray, because I want to make the doorway look complete one color, and I think the roof is the thing missing, because I just don't feel like it's complete around here. I think I can do a lot more better work. I think I make it technical, and I use that. So yeah, and then I just have this piece right here. They just add some, like, you know, volume to it. Just add some texture. Not so it's not just like one wall. It does look like a sort of Minecraft sort of thing. If you look at it, it's two flat sides. So I did that just to add some, you know, a different look to it. And over here, we do have the lit up wall you see in a lot of famous scenes like Star Destroyers and Death Stars. Imperial's just like that kind of wall, and I'm not gonna blame them. It's a really cool design. And then so yeah, now I will go over the wall because there isn't much else to go over. Oh, the floor. The floor is black tiles. Now, I did redo the floor about 2 or 3 times. First time it was all tan, or not tan, light gray. So I dug up all the tiles, and this brick separator took a beating. You can see it has some dents. It can't really work anymore. But then I put all black tiles in. But the problem was, you know, the problem with me in MOCs is I pay attention to detail a lot. Detail is like a big thing for me. I think detail really makes a MOC what it is. And so all the tiles weren't facing the right way. And I said, you know what? It'd be a very clean MOC if all the tiles were going one way. So I put the rings around the MOC, or the vents. I put the few plates around the vents because I wanted that to be different texture. And then I had all these plates going that way. And now I do have a few of these studs so you can put carpets on them. And they won't just slide if you move it. And then back here is just 2x2 flat tiles because, you know, it just worked out. So that is the floor. And then now the wall you're wondering about. The wall. This was a pretty unique design. Oh, sorry, not unique, but this is a first time in many instances for me. One reason it's the first time is because this is Snot. It's my first time ever actually using Snot in a MOC. I've never actually used Snot, like, officially in a MOC before. I've done many tests with it. What I like to do a lot of the time is I'll make just, like, floors, and I'll just put bricks together like this, and I'll put detail into them, some greebling, and I'll just, you know, test out some Snot. And it really came in to help because if I didn't have enough practice like I did, I wouldn't really be able to do it like this. But so I'll show you the inside. The inside is pretty much just like this. And you're wondering why I have all these things right here. Is because 1x1 light gray tiles are not very common in my collection. So I figure I have a lot of these hooks. I'm not going to be using them, so why not put them to better use? So I just put them like this. And I think it honestly looks kind of cool. Like, I think it gives the back of the MOC something to really look at, and I like it. You know, I think it's fine. And that is the wall. Now, you can see what I did. So it goes 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. There is a pattern. This does skip, I think, one more stud in lengthwise because it's supposed to represent like starting a new. You know, a little pattern like this, and it does go on the wall just so as you would see it. It would start a new one. You know, I do it to put another one of these right here because, as you can see on the wall right here, there would be one more right there. So yeah, that's the detail. That's the kind of detail I'm talking about. There's that kind of stuff I have to add. I'll do that in the morning though because it's getting pretty late. But I gotta get a video out for today. But yeah, that's what I did. And then I look at the inside. It's I took tiles like this. I stuck it on, and then to create the pattern, I use a lot of these 1x1 tiles, and then put that together, and you got your wall. And you click, I click it on just by 2 studs right there. It did take a good, actually like half an hour to get the exact measurements right for how many studs I needed. It's not just blocks. There's like, you know, yeah, 1x1 right there, and it's just it took some time to figure out like what the height of it because this is not really a normal way to put this, but you know, I like using the Snot. The Snot's really fun. You know, it's not exactly something beginner builders do much because it's very difficult, but a lot of the time Snot just rests in place. But I wanted to continue this back onto this wall, so I didn't do a sit in place. And how would I do how would I like let it sit in place if it was a wall? I know many times when you use Snot for the floors, you make it like smooth all around, so it would be like this. Say that was your floor, you would have a surrounding like this, and you would place it into that floor like so. And so it would just sit in there, and you could take it out easily, but that's Not the case with walls. Walls have to be supported by something or hooked on. So that's what happened there. And then, yeah, so it is just resting on a old two stud high platform. I did make it because I don't like, I'm someone who really hates having your MOC just flat. Like, I can't just start building a MOC. I can't just start building a MOC on the ground like this. I always have to have like a platform or something around it to just give it that like enclosed look, you know, really give it the MOC the look where it starts here and ends here, and that's something I really gotta do in my builds. It doesn't always come in handy like when a battle scene, but it's just something I gotta do. But and yeah, so the last thing I can go over is the event. The event is something also I redid about 3 or 4 times, different orders. I would have like pattern where this one's facing that way, and you know what I mean, like they're facing different directions, but overall I figured, you know, if there's an event in the Death Star like this, it would be just one direction. So yeah, that is my my MOC so far of the Death Star hallway. I will be making some changes, like I said. This is not the final product, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like down below, and comment what you think of this MOC so far. Comment what you think, you know, some changes I can make, some tips, some tricks, anything to help me out is greatly appreciated. And without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.